Pardon me.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true.
Ridiculous. Okay.
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganath changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary, remember...
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfried Milgras, the former Lord of Cislodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegis?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still...
Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
What could this be?
Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnigan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnigan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnigan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty, instead I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe. I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with...
What do you think? Hopefully you all like it.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menethia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they've got one.
Its armor's too strong.
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
I'll smash you!
You picked the wrong fight. Here I come. It's
That'll
over.
bring you down!
Thanks.
Raging cascade! Flame! Here! That's my cue!
Shut him down. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Can you take it? Anything normal is all mine! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Here, let me help!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Don't get careless.
Don't tell me!
I'm not done.
You're mine! I'm ready! These ones can run rings around right! I'm never missed!
Take this.
Take it to die! It's over! Mega Ray! I can do this all day!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And pummeling to me!
More for the stockpile!
Not today.
Dance on the wind! Mega Ray! Forward up!
Rending you! Armor won't save you!
Swordblade Alpha.
Bloody howling!
Demon
You're
Blade.
mine! Gale Force! Dance to the wind! Air Thrust! Raging Cascade!
In a bind?
Mega Ray! Spread! Dance to the wind! There now! It's over! I'll be saving Mega Ray!
Benediction Light. Swordblade Alpha. Benediction Light.
Wind Excellence! Here I go! It's over! Here goes! I'm only getting... That'll bring you down! More for the stockpile! Take it!
Light. This one's mine.
Here I go! Raging! It's over! More where that came from! Mega Ray! Not on
Now! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
This one will be difficult to predict.
Let me free you of your power. A debut performance.
Try harder! Time to cross blade! Shivering wind! Here I come!
Take this! I'll face you!
Hurricane Thrust!
How's this?
Slash! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll face you!
Megasonic Thrust!
Let's can't get out of this! I'll face you!
Take this!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Benediction light! Heal! Not so fast! Elusive deity! A debut performance!
Dragon Swarm!
Resonate with the earth!
Here I come!
Stalagmite! Begin! Not so fast!
Here's a healing art!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
Does it hurt?
Double Demon Fang!
One more!
I'll face you!
Light Astral
Not so fast!
Malevolent!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Elusive deity! Begin!
Photon Blast! Here's another!
Begin! It's the dessert! I couldn't make it in time.
Into the shadows!
From
Not in your
beyond,
dreams!
imbue this vanquished soul with life!
Ha! Dance in the wind!
Our arts are being interrupted.
Photon Flash!
I can carve through armor!
Demon Fang!
Burning Strike!
Denied!
Glacial Spear! Radiant Evil!
Demon Fang!
Raging Cascade!
Demon Fang!
I can't kill you forever!
Incantation ruined. No further!
One more! Bullseye! Light Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Raging Cascade!
It's in your hands now.
Raging Cascade!
Ah! Demon Fang! Ha! It's over! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Steering!
Destruction! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Take it!
I'll end you!
Raining Slash!
Can't hit! I'm only getting better!
Demon Fang!
Photon Field!
I'm on it.
Ready!
Win!
Damn it!
Smash you!
Rising Watcher!
I'll end
Damn
you!
it! Out of ammo!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging Storm!
Rising Wyvern!
I'll end you! Blow away!
Rising Falcon!
Lightning
Take
Storm!
this!
That
Freaking does it!
Air Thrust!
First strike!
Photon Blast! Not my watch!
Demon Fang!
Enough, my fighter!
Stay away
I
from
don't
my
even
friend!
know the word defeat. By the power of water! Now!
Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
This won't be easy.
Here I come!
Don't be such a
Looking
pessimist.
good!
Negative
I'm not sure how we get out.
This one.
You mean this might be the end? No, never. Stay strong. Lightning Cascade!
This is my fault.
Ready and rip!
Going in. Take this.
Out of the way!
Going in. Raging
I'll
Cascade.
smash you! One more! Like deal? Begin!
Where's the shot? Photon flash. Into the wind. This one's mine.
Far enough!
Into the wind. Great. Take your shot.
Take this!
This one's mine. This one's mine. Flaming meteor.
Crescent flash! On your knees! Air pressure!
A new lease on life. Going in. What? Searing flame. Reload. I'll bring you back from death to this.
Begin!
Damn it! Too fast!
Stand back!
This
I'll
one's
trip it up.
mine. Hear me. Burning.
Not today!
Another incantation ruined.
Here's evil. Freeze Lancer.
Benediction.
Flaming meteor. Take that. Lunar blast.
I've used too much.
Appreciate the help. Annihilation.
Take this!
Going in. Lightning orb. Look sharp. Annihilation.
We're not
Tiger
taking
blade.
Blood, rending you a bloody howler! On your knees!
Yeah! Do it! Yeah!
On guard! Behold! The earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
This one's mine. Far enough.
I'm ready!
Look sharp. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
You're mine. This one's mine. Here comes
take it?
Flaming Meteor. Freeze Lancer. Tiger
Dance in
blade.
the wind.
Dance in the wind.
Can't get out of this!
Shattering. I'll be saving.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I've used too much.
Here's evil. Confiscated.
As if the normal creepy crows aren't disgusting enough.
I couldn't make it in time.
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'm out of ammo.
Stalagmite! I'm ready!
Back into the
Eat
fray.
dirt!
Annihilation.
Elusive deity!
Into the shadows.
Prepare to be sealed! Elusive deity! In a bind?
Downfall. I'm on contact. Annihilation. Mega ray. That'll bring you down.
Benediction light.
I'll bring you back from this abyss.
Benediction light.
Resuscitation.
Heal!
I owe you one.
Radiant fear left in me.
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant fear. Far enough. Here's the mirage. First aid.
Benediction light.
Photon dance in the wind. Flame of air. Burning. Glacial spear. Here's evil. Freeze Lancer.
Now you see what I can do!
Double demon
Can you take it? Not so fast!
Here's in the wind.
Take this!
In here. Freeze Lancer.
Not so
Made
fast!
it. Mega Ray!
Coming through! Ha! No! Scarlet Inferno! Slash! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
He does it! Here's a healing art! First aid! Inspiration!
Double Demon Fang!
It's all dead! Dance in the wind! First aid!
Take this!
Here, let me help! First aid!
Double Demon Fang!
First aid!
These sticks have got your name on them!
Think again! You're open! Primed and ready! Just
Talon Hurricane!
Mega Ray!
That freaking does it! You're mine!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Can't move!
Don't leave me! Wind Astral Energy! Lightning condemned! No more playing nice! Hear me! Ready to go! Freeze Lancer!
Take this!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
No further!
Here comes Hurricane! Dance in the wind! Die! Photon Flash! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Radiant Cascade! Hurricane Strike! Breath! Downfall! Hurricane Strike! Lightning Shock! Downfall! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Searing Flame! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! I won't give up! Dance in the wind! You have to hold on! Dance in the wind! Air pressure! Air thrust!
I like my guard
Astral
down!
Energy!
Elusive deity!
Raging Cascade!
Rotating pile driver!
Breath! Photon Flash! Hit! Here's another! Bullseye!
Everlasting darkness! Negative
Dance in the
gate!
wind!
On your
Air thrust! Arc Seal! Photon Flash! Light Astral Energy!
On your knees!
Go get him! One last
On
one!
your knees! No further!
Not in your dreams!
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah, I guess I will.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Now you'll learn!
Lightning Orb! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! I'm the true gunslinger! Here goes! Raging Cascade! That'll bring you down!
Enemy wields arcs too!
We'll soon see about that!
Smash you!
Forward up!
Resonate with the earth!
Glacier Spear! Here's the
You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! It's over! Infernal Torrent!
Benediction light!
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Thanks so much!
Dragon Swarm! Try this! Explosive Ring!
Light Astral Energy! Not on my watch!
Dragon Swarm!
Eat air thrust!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it! This This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. It's on! Strike!
First aid!
I owe you one.
Wind astral energy!
Explosive ring!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Got a really bad feeling about this.
My shield? Any more of this and I'll burn out. No further. Take this!
If you won't bow out nice, then you leave me no choice. Raging energy!
Dragon Swarm! Try harder! Rending you apart!
Raging Storm!
You're finished!
I never miss!
I'm nearly done for.
Art sealed!
Hold nothing back! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here I go!
I'll face you.
Dance in the wind!
Can't get out of here.
Don't leave me! There! Radiant Pierce!
Elusive deity. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation. Now you see what I can do.
Locked and loaded! Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Abort! Mission!
Here I come!
Resuscitation!
It's on! Here I come! Severing Wind! Take this! You're finished!
In a bind?
Dragon Swarm! Not today! You're mine! You're finished!
This one's mine! Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Not a chance! You're
Dance in
finished!
the wind! I'm only getting here! Here!
Take this!
Out of it!
I'm ready! Hey! Blow them away!
I need to be stronger.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen,
that's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.